Hello, Divine Ones. Welcome back. Thank you for stopping by, spending a little time with the real me. We are going to cover the planet Mars in our Planetary Series, episode 5. This is a Thoughts at 3 message. Okay, so let's get started. Mars is also known as the red planet. This is because Mars is covered in soil, rock, and dust made from iron oxide, which gives the surface a red, rusty color. Mars has 2 moons called Deimos and Phobos. They are named after the 2 horses that pull the Roman god of war, Mars's chariot. They may be asteroids that are captured by Mars's gravity. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun. It is 227,936,637 kilometers, or 141 million miles away from the Sun. It would take 300 days, or around 8 months, to reach Mars from the planet Earth. Mars is smaller than Earth, with a diameter or radius of 4,217 miles, which makes it the 2nd smallest planet in our solar system. A day on Mars lasts 24 hours and 37 minutes. Mars is the planet of desire, action, and energy. It also represents the survival instinct of humanity. Some call Mars the fiery planet because of its color. It is also the planet that, as we already mentioned, symbolizes war, with its name coming from the Roman god of the same name. But it is the 2nd smallest planet in the solar system. We talked about that already. And despite its fierce nature, and despite being the smallest planet, it has the tallest mountain in the whole solar system. So that's a little bit of science around the planet Mars, and we also covered the deity, Roman god of war. And now we're going to get into the astrology and tarot. So some key words associated in astrology with the planet Mars are aggression, sex, action, desire, competition, courage, and passion. In tarot, the major arcana card that is primarily linked to the planet Mars is the Tower card. And because this planet rules Aries, it also has an influence on the Emperor card. So Mars being associated with the god of war isn't just about disaster and destruction, because Mars in the tarot can also indicate beneficial energies such as drive, competition, and ambition, which are vital to pursue progress and growth in life so that you can avoid stagnation. Okay, so the time that it takes to transit between signs, Mars takes 6 to 7 weeks to transit between astrological signs. So let's talk a little bit about Aries. Aries represents your passion, determination, drive, and energy, which are some aspects of your life that Mars may impact. This planet commands you to stand up and get things done. It rules your confidence and your power. In the world of love and romance, Mars rules over your sexual energy and desire, while Venus controls romantic attraction. We already spoke about Venus being a planet of romance. Mars rules the basic physical attraction and chemistry. So your primal, that like more like lusty desire. It is the planet of action instead of reaction. When you are under the influence of Mars, you will not contemplate before doing something, but instead jump right into it. I feel like that could be both good and bad, because, sometimes you need to think before you take action. Impulsivity can be good, but it can also be detrimental depending on the situation. I have double placement in my natal chart under Aries within the top 4 primary placements. So I feel like I do sometimes have to stop myself and think through before taking action. But thankfully, the other two placements are balanced out by a very fixed and grounded sign of Virgo. So I feel like that gives me a good balance there. It also rules your sense of anger and wrath and aggression, your basic animalistic instinctive side that fights for survival. So yeah, there's a strong impact on that area of your life coming from the planet Mars. And if, zodiac placements of Aries. Thus, it magnifies your competitive nature, but also affects areas of your life where you express your enthusiasm and where you apply your drive. If you can harness this planet's energy properly, it can propel you into productive action. But when left unchecked, Mars can become very impulsive. Yeah, we already talked about that. When used the right way, can be a key motivator. So if you're struggling to complete a task, if you're procrastinating, if you feel stagnant, try and tap into the Mars energy for a much needed boost. So a little bit more about how Mars affects your personality in the zodiac. Mars directs the masculine force of your nature. Even if you're a female, you still contain within you some form of male energy. We talked about that in the masculine feminine energy episode that I did a little while back. The position of Mars in your astrological chart can reveal how you express your masculine force. When it comes to romantic love, Mars can reveal the type of men that you are attracted to, or the type of man that you are when it comes to love, sex, and romance. More romance is coming from Venus, but I feel like love and romance, sex and desire, there's a little bit of blurred lines between those areas, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Planet Mars answers the following questions about yourself. What gives me passion, courage, and drive? What makes me angry? And how do I express it? What are my animal instincts? So Mars takes 2 years to complete its orbit through the entire zodiac. We already talked about, the transit time between signs is 6 to 7 days, but to completely orbit throughout the zodiac takes 2 years. The masculine energy rules both Aries and Scorpio. I wanted to touch on this a little bit. The energy of the planet Mars, Aries and Scorpio share a little bit together because I do know that in the tarot, Scorpio is also associated with the Tower card. So Aries and Scorpio do kind of share some placement energies together. Mars symbolizes raw energy instead of creative energy, but on a negative note, Mars can make you impatient, can be forceful, rash, and also we talked about impulsivity, but also makes you adventurous, assertive, forthright, and direct, which are the more positive traits. Keep in mind that the energy of Mars can be destructive or constructive, but that's we also talked a little bit about your positive and negative character traits, with the more negative traits being part of your shadow, low vibrational. And so that's the reason why we constantly look inwards or focus on our inner selves to constantly be healing our shadow so that we can connect more with higher vibrational energies, right? So just like in ancient times, Mars can be a little violent in temperament. So it's important that you harness the planet's energy for good, because this planet's characteristics are put best to use in the realm of ambition, achievement, and stamina. So once you understand your Mars sign's nature, then it can become a little less ambivalent for you. But yeah, just as always, there are, again, both positive and negative aspects to pretty much every area of our life and our lives and our beings, energy, everything that, we know this, right? So yeah, that's it that I have to share with you about the planet Mars. And I hope you enjoyed this tour, a little journey through Mars. So I will be back soon with episode 6 of our Planetary Series. Love, talk soon.